Okay, so now the labels are saying we need this guy immediately.
Yes, I remember they started at 180,000. I was trying to tell Post, are you crazy? Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, this was back then. Like, it doesn't even matter. I was like, yo,
what's his lifestyle at that point? You know, remember he's living in the studio.
I was spending the money and this and that.
Yeah, but you're not spending. It's still 180,000. Respectfully, still it's like a little bit above what it would.
Of course.
So like, were you eyeing like a certain dollar amount?
I had it in my mind, but he had the best. He said, "I want to be a millionaire." Like, yo, like I was like, okay. So when the bidding war started, I was trying to warn him about these people.
So they started from 180,000.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get it to $1 million that he's interested?
Yo, I was trying to warn these people. I kept growing the record. I was telling them what was happening. And by this time, we killed the streets. We killed the internet. I killed the clubs. Like, black people was listening to White Iverson. You could go uptown Harlem. You could go up to uptown Harlem. People listen to it. And then he had another song called Too Young. Remember? I don't wanna die too young. Yeah. I was pushing Too Young.
That record's moving as well.
Yes, so I'm moving Too Young. But Too Young was the hood classic. It became a hood classic back then.
And he's still not signed.
No. Record labels start going crazy. This, that. The person who was a partner, his family was.
Let me ask you a question, because I just know how to shit. Okay, even if the record label doesn't come in, some rapper or somebody who got some money says, "Hey, listen, I'm not the label. I'll come in. I'll just front y'all some money on some production company shit. Yo, y'all need $500,000. I'll give y'all this. Just keep running." And basically, that's a production type of contract. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta shout out this one artist who's like my guy, but like now I know the business. Like when the record was bubbling early, Future. Like,
Future?
Yes, bro.
That's fucking smart.
Future came in first, offered him like 50 grand to 100 grand. Was like, yo,
take that.
Take that. Sign to me.
And you got to realize, it's for everybody listening. It's different when an artist comes in. Like, he's not saying sign to me like I'm a label. He's like, yo, I'm invested in whatever y'all have going on. Correct. It's like an investor.
Correct.
Right? And you're also thinking, not only is this an investor, Future, you get the cosign.
Correct.
So that's the quintessential like template for what would be considered a production company. Now, granted, when this record is now fucking huge, Future does a remix. When y'all go to the labels, fuck $180,000. Yo, we need $5 million. Future gets his money, whatever.
Correct. So we didn't do the deal with Future. You guys turned it off? Yeah, we didn't do the deal with Future. I just felt like it was too little money. Post was like, and I get a free bands chain? Like, it was so funny, like, back then. So like...
Is he getting booked, though?
Yeah, we started, like, bro, I was doing everything.
What's the rate at that point?
People, yo, it's crazy. You're giving me all of these memories.
Yeah.
People were like, wow, you want too much money. Bro, the first booking, shout out to Ashlyn. She did one of the first shows. Like, she's just giving me a lot of memories. Ashlyn then turned into being Post's girl, but Ashlyn was a promoter in Dallas, Texas. It was my first time going to Dallas. Like, this is around the same time. Post dated her? Yeah.
Wait, is that the girl he brought in Breakfast Club?
Yes.
You're lying. No, it's not.
Yes. Wow, your knowledge is crazy.
Bro, I remember everything.
Yes, that was her.
Wait, yeah. So she was just a promoter at first?
No, she was a promoter, a big promoter. She was just such a tastemaker, bro. I'm going to tell you how crazy how much of a tastemaker she was, bro. Post's first show back home in Dallas was Ashlyn's show.
Really?
Guess who was on the show?
Who?
Post Malone and Playboy, a guy called Playboy Cardi, who I never heard of.
Really?
That was back then. Shout out to my brother, Playboy Cardi. Anytime he sees me and him, we know where we're coming from. She put him on the show, Playboy Cardi. Then I remember Playboy Cardi jumping on the speakers and going crazy. And I was
back then, you're like, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yes, bro.
Yo, who is this motherfucker right here?
Yo, bro. It was crazy. So I also remember we was in a van. Me, him, Bari.
Yo, this shit is good.
I told you. I'm not just trying to sell liquor here, bro. I'm telling you, it's a fucking monumental drink. Like, it's crazy. It's smooth. After this, you're not moving with this. Yeah.
We got to get to the conversation of this because, like, I do want to know how you even cracked that game too. But okay, cool. So, all right. So, damn, all right. Wait, but what's the fee? What's the fee? Like, you know, I'm pocket watching. I am.
Yo, the first time people was thinking I was crazy. I wanted $2,000. And people was like, $2,000 for this guy?
Really?
Yeah. Might sound little now, but I was like, yo, I need $2,000. And I was also like feeling I was feeling fucked up because he was getting this $2,000 or whatever. And
this
then I started moving it after whatever started blowing up. And now I want $3,000 a show. And like, I felt fucked up because all the money I was investing, most managers don't invest. You know that, right? A manager's job isn't to invest in the artist.
And usually if someone who's moving like a manager is investing, the artist signed to them.
Correct.
Right? Because it's like, yo,
deal. Yeah, I was pissed. I didn't have that, but anyway.
You should have. What I'm hearing, that should have been the thing.
I was pissed. But like I said.
By the way, the difference for everybody listening is 20% versus
50 or 30 or 40 or 50%.
50%, but also the catalog belongs to the company. Come on now. It's different conversations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, where was I?
He books the show.
So after we started doing shows, his first show in Dallas, killed it. South by Southwest, Coachella, this, that. Then becomes all the record labels. After the 180,000, I told him no. And I was like, yo, you gotta watch these people around us, bro. All these people are running towards you and like saying like they like this or they like that or they love you and this and that, but they're offering all this little money. I remember.
Does he think you're tripping though? Because let me tell you this.
Yes, he did.
And I'm coming from my perspective. I remember doing one of my first big deals, and when I heard the first amount of money, I was like, I bet. It sounds like we're finna take this one. All right, let's get this bunned up. And then they told me, bro, are you crazy? We could get 3 times this. And that was the first time I thought, I gotta fire this motherfucker. Because he's trying to trick me out the bag.
Yo, I felt like...
But he was real. He was right. But
bro.
When you've never heard of that money, you're like... I'm thinking what my mom would say. You're dumb to take it, but you don't know the art of negotiation. That's where a manager comes in.
Correct. And I said no, and he was like, fuck, okay. So then people started, like the other person who was involved, co-management, other person involved, started saying he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, okay. Yo, Dre don't know what he's doing, man. We got the bag, man. Let's get this motherfucker out of here and let's go ahead with it.
And I'm trying to tell Post, I got your best interests at heart. I'm protecting you right now. You don't understand it today, but you will tomorrow. And it was crazy because the bidding war goes on. The same people who put a bid up for 180 was now bidding $1 million.
Really?
Yes. And I was like, look.
What's the time span of this?
Months.
Few months there come back. Yo, all right, we'll give you the $1 million. Fuck it, let's do it.
Because there was other people involved, other people coming to the table. Bro, it's so crazy. Shout out to my brother Tai Tai. He taught me a lot about the game, man.
Really?
Yeah, I remember having a moment where this guy didn't even like me anymore because I didn't tell him what I was doing. And he's a street nigga. He's from streets in Brooklyn, this, that. And like, I understood the music business, but I didn't understand the business. And these guys was on another level. Like, Rock Nation almost signed Post Malone.
Really?
Yes, back in the day. They were on it. They were on it early. It was a bidding war, bro. By the time people were hearing about this guy, everyone wanted to sign him.
Shit, I mean, that's good, though. Anytime there's a bidding war, it's always good.
I was like, damn, man. Remember the Black Book? At the beginning of this podcast, I was talking about the Black Book.
Yeah.
I was now, everybody that I had in this Black Book was now calling me. It was fucking crazy. The Black Book that I left London with. That I wrote all the names.
Listen to the other person though. It's because that's gonna be the rift, if you ask me. Like, because if he listens to the other person, he's gonna be like, "You're full of shit. You're greedy. You also are trying to trick him out of money. And that's usually where people will be like, yo, because I've heard artists say this, yo, I had to fire this nigga. He was overpricing me. I wasn't getting as much shows. He thinks I'm value whatever. Yo, I could have been getting more money.
Yo, I'm just going to say fuck it and just teach you guys back home how dirty this business is. One day, Post calls me. Pick up the phone. Yo, Dre. Yo, you need to talk to my dad. I'm like, what? What do you mean I need to talk to your dad? You need to talk to my dad, Dre. I'm like, why? What's going on? My dad called me and he sounded like this person.
What do you mean?
He sounded like the other co-manager. My dad called me and he's talking like the person who he wasn't really serious about anymore. The co-manager. Dre, my dad called me and he sounded like this. You need to call my dad right now. So I called his dad.
So the dad was echoing some of the same talking points as the other guy.
Yo, remember the show in Dallas?
Yeah.
When we left Dallas, I can't believe Axe getting all of this. You're getting like exclusive shit. We left Dallas, me and him leave, and I didn't know. When I speak to his dad, I find out that the other guy stayed at his house. He stayed the night at his parents' house.
Really? And
the other guy, the co-manager, stayed at his parents' house. We didn't even know. Post didn't know. No one knew.
I mean, that's a good strategy. Like, if we can't get through the Post no more, let's get to his parents, and that's easy to spin. Yo, your son is bugging out a little bit.
That was where it come out like, yo, Dre doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, yo, he's following this guy. Yo, this guy's from Brixton. Like, yo, he don't know what's going on. Think he's taking advantage of him. I had this amount of money on the table. He turned it down. Yo, he could have had way more money. The parents, they don't know what's going on. They're like, what?
The parents are not in the music business.
Yo, wait, my son is turning down millions of dollars or turning down whatever.
Thousands,
or turning down hundreds of thousands of dollars and he's still moving around in a menial way. He's holding out for some other money. What? The parents are with him. Okay, I'm going to talk to my son. I got to get him to fire this motherfucker, right?
He called his son, and his son called me and was like, Dre, my dad sounds like blah, blah, blah. Can you call my dad right now? I don't know why my dad's talking funny like this. I've never heard my dad talking like this. I called his dad. That's when I hear that the guy stayed over. We left Dallas. He stayed over. He stayed at the parents' house, bro. That's what I want you to hear at home. How
it's a filthy game.
So
you out hustled him. It's South by Southwest.
All
they
these
see
places,
they're starting to see they're about to get phased out. They said, "Fuck it, we're getting with the parents."
I would be happy, and I don't care if the same person is watching this at home. Show me your next big thing. He didn't do anything after this.
Nothing.
No. Anyway, so and it's not against you or against anything. It's just me being honest. Like, you didn't do anything after that. So it's not like you were the son of a big.
So the victor goes as falls. We don't care about what they got going on.
Son of a big executive.
So wait. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying the name.
Okay. All right.
It was the son of a huge executive.
Executive or like label owner?
Son.
Who?
Was the son of a big guy that ran big labels. I'm not going into it because that was where the 180 came from.
We're not talking about like Warner, right?
You're close, but no. Not my brother Val.
I know the Nepo babies.
Val.
Huh?
Not my brother Val.
Yeah.
Val. No, Val.
I know Val's son. That's what I was like,
no. Yo, it wasn't Val.
Okay.
It wasn't Val.
All right. That's going to go over mad people says who don't really know. Okay, cool. So, you talk to the parents.
I told his dad, like, listen, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I got this. Like, it's cool. I understand. I understand what's going on. I've got this. Like, it's cool. Yeah, this sounds crazy to you, but I've got this. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. This person is talking to you about all this, but they're not involved in the day-to-day activity of what's actually happening. So I then turned to Post, like I said to you earlier, was like, wow, all of a sudden now we're at 1 million. We got it this bit.
Which that's what he wanted at first.
This bit. Now we got to $1 million, and the same guy, all of a sudden now, he's talked to his dad, and they're matching us at $1 million. Like, I'm like, bro, come on. So his dad listened to me. He believed me. And I was trying to explain it all to his dad, and like him and his dad are very close. And shout out to Rich. Like, I made his dad actually understand where I was coming from. And then Post was smart again. He said, damn, if I get $1 million, I'm not gonna be a millionaire because
I gotta pay you out, I gotta pay some taxes, I gotta go give this to this.
So
he needs to.
I remember the first meeting with this is where I know the game's cold. And I'm not, don't hate the player, don't hate the game, hate the player, don't hate the player, hate the game, whatever which way you want to say it. I remember having a dinner where everyone came to dinner, and I sat down with Republic. I'd seen Atlantic, I'd seen everyone.
By the way, he ended up signing with Republic, right?
Yeah. I sat down with Monty Lippman.
Monty, what's poppin', Monty?
Yo,
you know, through my travels in the music business, I've met everybody.
I know.
Monty,
I know.
Man, how I ain't meet you yet, man?
Yo, you ain't met him yet?
No. Yo, me and Elliot is on text. I met Lucian hella early.
It's crazy.
Monty, I've never seen Monty ever.
He was on the Lucian. So, I go for dinner. We sit down. This is the bidding war. I've seen everyone. Julie Greenwald, this one, Kaiser. I've seen everybody.
Oh, they were trying to bring you out of Atlantic.
Seen everybody. I've seen everybody. Mm-hmm. And I sit down with Monty Lippman and Avery, and they're like a lot of people at dinner.
They're brothers, ain't they?
Yeah. I used to call them the Mortimer brothers. No trading places. Eddie Murphy, I used to call them the Mortimer brothers. I used to make jokes about it. So I sit down with these guys, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I guess the rumor or Chinese whispers was going around the game because the co-manager, the partner, was there too. And Monty goes, Dre, sit here. Sit here. I was like, this guy's so fucking smart. This guy's so fucking smart. He's like, yo, no, I want Dre sitting here. I sat next to Monty Lippman, and today it doesn't look like game, but he sold me the game. Yo, he sold me the game. And I believed in him. But I didn't believe in him. I believed in his words and the hustle. I met everybody. And I goes, listen, Post wants to be a millionaire, but this is the problem you have. He wants to be a millionaire after all the fees, after all this, after all that, after blah, 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 blah. Oh, there's something that I really missed out. People are going to be mad at me, but like, this is academics. This is why you're watching.
Yeah, we're putting them on game. That's the fact. 100%.
This is why you're watching, and this is why I'm here. Like, it's not, I love my tequila, I love my business and the brands I'm doing today. We're watching because he's taking me back. The first argument I ever had with Post was when I was taking him to New York, the same show that Lil Uzi opened for. Before all that, these guys made him sign a piece of paper, bro.
Who?
He said, they're my friends. These are my friends, Dre.
What paper?
I make music with them. These are my friends. They're my friends, Dre. I told him, I said, Post, I kept telling you, and I'm telling everyone back home, there's no friends in the fucking music business. There's no friends in business. They're my friends, Dre. They pressured him to sign a piece of paper. He had almost 40 minutes to get to the airport. And they made him sign a piece of paper without a lawyer.
Saying what?
Basically, signing him to a production deal with the producers.
You're lying. Where were you at?
Where I was meant to be, on my way to the airport, where he was meant to be on his way meeting me at the airport. And that's why we got into our first argument, and he told me, you told my dad? Dre, my fucking dad? You're my fucking manager. Why the fuck are you telling my dad this shit? I said, because you fucking signed a piece of paper without telling me. And even shout out to Post, even watching this, if you are watching this when it's out.
Now he'll see it.
I'm like, yo, you signed a piece of paper that you shouldn't have without calling me, bro. How would you sign this paper without
He signed the paper to be in a production? Nah, no way.
He didn't know at the time. He wasn't educated to the music business.
You had a lawyer with him?
No. No one was there. And that's...
An artist made him sign it?
No. His producers, his friends. And that's what his lawyer... There's like, fast forward, his lawyer was arguing that he would sue all these people, or he would go at all these people because you made him sign something. He was this age and he didn't have a lawyer present, and he didn't have a lawyer look at it. They pressured him to sign something. So when he got signed, he had to clear up stuff. So I was telling Monty Littman all the stuff that had to be cleared up and why he couldn't sign for $1 million. It had to be more than $1 million. You have to understand, back then in 2015, $1 million plus in a deal was big money.
Yeah, I know.
Still big money today, but like
these days, like, well, really, it's the entry to where the labels come in. Like you have such a runway these times. Like you could probably.
So I said, what we need to do, Monty, is if you really are on me and you really want this guy, we need to sign. See, my phone does not stop vibrating. We need to sign him, and he needs to be a millionaire after signing. After signing,
and squaring away these other deals.
He needs to pay everyone off. The guy still got paid. The guys who made him sign the signature, they got paid to leave the deal.
How much? 100,000? More or less.
220,000.
Wow.
Between 3-4 guys.
That's great for them.
They got 70 grand each.
Still good. If I could pressure you as my friend to just sign, and now I get to leverage that as 225,000.